Hello friends, good evening. How are you all? This is Preeti Agrawal. Welcome you in the masterclass of Turbo Math Beat the Calculator. Now, what do you understand by beating the calculator? Yes, it is being faster than calculator. But do you think this is possible that we can be faster than calculator? You know, the calculator is the fastest thing that we have to do the calculations. But yes, my dear, this is possible. We can be faster than calculator, or at least we can beat the calculator in the calculation time. Okay, we'll include the timing we take to punch in the digits. By that time, you will be able to solve all the questions by yourself, even orally. You will not even use pen and paper. How is that possible? Do you want to know this? Yes, so this is what this class is all about. We are going to study all these things in this particular session. So, fasten your seatbelt and you will be able to experience the best things where you can actually get some tricks to solve things in snap. Yes, not just beating the calculator, I would say you will become a maths and reasoning genius. Reasoning genius, what's that? Reasoning genius means logical reasoning and mathematical reasoning, critical thinking, many other things listed down. What else I should say? So what I've thought of, I'll not just say, I'll show you. I'll show you what all are things in the Turbo Math. Yeah, but before going forward, I would like to introduce myself. Those who don't know me, my name is Preeti Agrawal and I'm a master teacher at Vedantu. I have 4 years of experiencing as a teacher and I have mentored around 1,000 of students and I've actually converted those students who were below average or who were not able to score good. I actually converted them into, being a toppers in the classes. Yes. Okay, so let's not waste time here and discuss about me. Let's just discuss about Turbo Math here. Yes. So the first question coming up on your screen is right here. What I want you to do is, before that, there are a few norms for you, which I want you to guess. I'm not going to tell you what are the norms. You are going to tell me what are the norms. These are the 4 pictures. Look after that and think what can be the norms. There's first picture, second picture, third picture, and the fourth picture. Yes. Oh, so I'm getting few responses. But yes, the first picture shows that here are the 3 kids who are smiling broadly with actually all the operations. So this is all Turbo is all about, doing all the operations but with fun. You will be having fun. So what I want you to do is that please have fun whenever you're doing maths. Not just in this session, be it any place wherever you are. Just have fun because maths is all about fun. Trust me, this is all about. Then take lots of notes. I please insist you to please have a pen or paper with you so that you can at least have some notes with you. Anytime you can come and see the session replay, there is always an option for you. But what I want you to do is please take notes so that you don't miss out anything. And the third thing, which is really important, is please practice. Yes, I know this is something which every teacher will tell you. But personally, I would say that this is my personal experience being a kid. I have practiced a lot and I have turned into today what I am. So, and I've also seen many kids turning around just because they have practiced a lot, honestly. So this is something which I would personally suggest you practice a lot. Yeah. And the third thing, I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious. This is a statement which was given by a great Albert Einstein. So this is my belief that until unless a person is not curious about anything, he or she will not work hard to know it, to get to know something, right? So this is something, just be curious about anything, right? Not just maths, be curious about your studies, why this has come from. Ask many questions from you, from your teachers, from your parents, and get to know many things, right? Yes, so there are a lot of Gyanbaji right now. Now, all done. Now we'll focus on the Turbo Math, right? So the first question coming up on your screen is right here, right now. And the time limit you have to solve this question is just 10 minutes. Yes, 10 minutes. Oh, sorry, 10 seconds. Did I say 10 minutes? No. 10 seconds, right? So, and I want you to answer in 10 seconds and let me see how many of you can answer in 10 seconds. I'll give a countdown of 10 seconds and strictly just 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Okay, so First question coming up on your screen right here. Answer in 10 seconds, 785 into 785. And for your easy 785 whole square I'm asking here. And by this, already 8 seconds are gone and now 10 seconds are also gone. Yes, and those who are answering me, I really wonder if they are answering me by calculator. And if you're able to answer, then bravo, you are a genius, right? So yes, how we can answer this in 10 seconds? Do you think this is possible? Yes, this is possible, my dear. So to know this, first let us start with a smaller number. And this is one of the advantage you will learn in Turbo, that you will square any number in matter of seconds. Maybe in starting you will take 30 seconds or maybe as more than as 1 minute. I'm saying it's worst possible condition where you will take 1 minute. But later on, if you'll keep practicing, it will be in your fingertips, it will be in your mind, and you will be doing like orally. The moment person will ask you, hey, what is like dash square? And you will say, hey, the answer is this. Yes, this is possible. Okay, so let's start and dig into the course, what it is all about. So yes, first we'll study what is squaring of numbers ending with 5. So everybody knows this, that 5 square is 25. There is nothing new in this. Then next number which ends with 5 after 5 is 15. So what is 15 square? 15 square is 225. Now I know and I expect this, that everybody knows what are 5 square, 15 square and so on. And if you don't know, then I urge that please learn it, because numbers having very small digits, and if you learn their squares, then everything is piece of cake for you. Now 25 square is 625. Now you know all this, many of you have learned this already, but the major problem starts if I ask you what is 35 square, or if I ask you maybe say what is 75 square. Then the major problem starts, because nobody learns all these many squares. Even if you learn till like first 100, if you're a maths genius, or if you're somebody who loves maths and just want to do practice maths, and suppose you have learned till first 100, but what about after 100? Right? So there has to be somewhere where you will stop yourself, right? So these methods will actually help you to not only solve small digit number, but actually big digit numbers as well. Yeah. So haven't you noticed one pattern here? What is the pattern here that you can see? Right? 15 square is 225. 25 square is 625. And 5 square is 25. Right? So what is the pattern here, do you think? What is the pattern? The pattern is, which I'm underlining, and I hope that you all will notice it. And you might have noticed right now. Yes, this is the pattern. 5 square is 25. 15 square, as it is ending with 5, the answer is also ending with 25. 25 square is also ending with 25. That means every number who ends with 5, it's a square, has to have 25 at its end. Crazy, right? Yes, this is crazy thing. And it is true that every number which ends with 5, it's a square, has 25 at the end. 25 at the end. So 35 square must have 25 at the end. Right? Must have. Now, the major problem lies here, that what to write here. What will come here? And believe me, this is also very simple. How do we get it? There is also a pattern for that. That the number, please mind my words, what I'm saying, the number left other than 5 in the number which is asked for. For example, 15 is asked here, right? So other than 5, which number is left for me? 1, right? So we need to multiply this particular number with its next number. And what is the next number which comes after 1? It is 2. And what is 1 multiplied by 2? 2. See, this is my answer. And it is coming straight forward, like, like we are eating chocolate or something. I'm not doing any big calculation here. Now 25 square. 25 square, what is the number other than 5? 2. Right? Now if I multiply 2 with 2 has to be multiplied by the next number, which is 3. So 2 cross 3 gives me 6. Great. Now this is a piece of cake now. 3 has to be multiplied by its next digit, that is 4. 4 threes are 12. And so 35 square is 1225. So simple as that. And as quickly we can calculate square of 75. That is 25 will have to come. I don't have to think about that. It's just blind thing, right? 5 square has to be 25. Now what is 7 into 8? 7 is 56. That is my answer. 5625. See, by writing only I have written it. I have not done any calculation. I mean, like, same very simple calculation. 7 into 8, like normal tables. Right? So this is as simple as this. Did you understand that? So right now I'm giving you one more question. What I want you to do is solve this just for your practice. I'm not going to the second question which I've planned for you, but just now a random question I'm giving to you. What I want you to do is that I want the answer in seconds, right? Say, tell me the square of 95. What is the square of 95? Who can answer me in seconds? Come on. Okay, so right now 10 seconds are over and I have got few answers, but let's see if they are correct or not. And those who weren't able to answer in seconds, no problem. As I said, remember the third norm, keep practicing. That will help you. Okay, so we'll see how to answer this question. As this is 5, definitely 25 will come in its square. And 9 square is, and what will come here? 9 into multiplied by its next digit, which is 90, and 9025. That's my number. I don't need to do anything else. So this is as simple as this. Now, the next question is coming up on your screen. I want you to answer in seconds. Be prepared for it. Yeah? Okay, so prepared for the next answer? Here you go. What is the square of 115 square? Same thing. Remember the same trick which I told you. Same method. Nothing changed. Okay. Already few answers have come. Great. Let's see how to solve this question. Again, very simple. The number is ending with 5. So my answer will have 25 for sure. Now, remember what I told you? The number other than 5. That means I have to take whole 11. I have seen many kids doing this mistake that they multiply 1 by 2 separately and again 1 by 2 separately. I mean the next digit. No. While telling the method, I've told you the number other than 5. So that means 5, you just leave 5, ignore 5 and pick up the next number, rest number which is already written. Right? So now what do we need to multiply here? What is the next number to 11? It is 12. Now, 11 into 12, this could be a big problem. I mean a problem for few kids. I'm not saying for all. I know many of you have already answered this. Great if you know methods. But yes, we do have methods where we can easily multiply by 11. But what if here it was not 11? Then you must be stuck with 2 digits cross two digits, right? But do not worry about it. We are going to learn this, how we can solve quickly 2 digits multiplication, right? So first let's finish this question. 11 into 12 is 132. So what is my answer? 115 square is 13,225. So just see how you are writing and dealing with big numbers now. Till date, you might be getting trouble in 2 digits cross 2 digits or 3 digits cross 3 digits. Or if you have seen square somewhere, you might have got, oh God, what to do now? I have to multiply a lot. But do not worry. At least you are saved by doing this, I would say. At least you are saved by this. You don't need to do this. Right? You just need to do 11 into 12 and multiplication from 11 is very simple. So this question actually becomes very simple for anybody. Okay, so next question coming up on your screen. Please pay attention. Now you can answer this in seconds. Now that I've told you the trick, now you can answer this in seconds. And let's see who can answer this in seconds. By the time I have told everything, 10 seconds are already over. Okay, so few answers came and let's see who is the correct one. Okay, so what do I need to do? This is 785 into 785, that is 5 square. So Actually, here 25 will come and I don't have to care about anything else right now. I don't have to care about 5. Now what do I need to do? I need to remember, again I'm stressing on this, the complete number other than 5. You need to take 78 altogether. So 78 needs to be multiplied by its next number. And what is the next number to 78? That is 79. Now I know many of you will get trouble. That, ma'am, why are you telling this trick? This is itself a big question, right? Why you are telling this? I mean, this trick doesn't hold. Doing this, I can also do this also. I mean, what's the use then? But my dear, you don't know Turbo. Turbo also have methods where you can actually multiply 2 cross 2, and which is actually included in the upcoming session as well. So just do it by your method, whatever you are doing right now, and we will learn eventually in like next 15 minutes maybe, where you can actually multiply 2 digits, cross 2 digits in seconds. Okay, so I'll leave the answer with you. Take out the answer, you know the method, and we'll quickly move forward to the next thing, and let's see what's coming up next. So the next question coming up on your screen is here. Now 321.5 into 321.5. Now this is again actually 3215 whole square. Now this is again a big number, and I know many of you will get like, wow, why? Like 5 square, I know this is going to be 25. Now what about the other digits? Who are going to tell me? My dear, you need to calculate the next digit, that is 321 into the next number to 321 is 322. That is your number. That is the calculation you need to do. Now again, somebody will come and tell me, why are you doing this to me? Why you are giving me such, I mean, you are escaping me from 4 cross 4, but ultimately I'm getting stuck with 3 cross 3. But as I told you, you can do this in seconds. Believe me, you can do it in seconds. So what are you waiting for? So I'm telling you, you are going to learn this in next 10 or 15 minutes. But before that, let me clarify a few doubts which may be coming up, which maybe you few have written down in the chat, and maybe few who are having in their mind but have not written. So I'm addressing that doubt right here, because I know from my experience that 95% of kids gets this doubt as soon as I teach this method. So the doubt comes here, ma'am, tell me that how often do we counter with the numbers who ends with 5 and we have to find the square? I mean, this is not very common. This is something which we get sometimes and sometimes not also. Then what about the numbers which has to be squared, which doesn't end with 5? So what to do with that? Don't worry, we do have method for that as well. So let's first get to know what the method is. 102 square. This is not ending with 5. Yes. So how do we do this? For this method, for these type of numbers, just remember one thing. 50, 100 or any multiple of 100 or 50 for any matter, they are your best friends, just best friends, right? They are your best friends. You know, as friends are always there to help you whenever you are in trouble. These will be there for you when you are in trouble. So 102 square. Can I write 102 as 100 plus 2 whole square? Is that true? Yes, I haven't done any calculation yet. I have just broken down 102 into 100, where I need to add 2 to make it 102. Okay, I was just taking help from my best friend. Now, what do we do now? We do that a plus b whole square. Have you ever heard of this formula? A plus b whole square. There is a formula of this. A plus b whole square is a square plus b square plus 2ab. Now, this is where your notes part will play. I am reminding you all, take notes, those who don't remember this formula. This is a really important formula which will help you in many ways. Okay, how this formula has come up and why do we use this all you will learn later. But this is something which you need to remember right now, that wherever there is a a plus b whole square, you need to apply this formula, or you can apply this formula. So for now, my 100 becomes a and 2 becomes b. So what do I need to do right now? I just need to multiply my number in this formula. So what I need to write is 100 square, right? plus 2 square plus 2 into 100 into 2. Now this I have written like very slowly. I have written this line. You might not need to rewrite this. And right now you will think that this method is really lengthy, but actually this method is not very lengthy. Believe me. Once you will get practice to it, you will do it in your mind, you will do it orally, you will not need any pen on paper. Believe me, this is my personal experience. Not just with me, with my kids as well, where I have taught them. And they are doing it seconds today. And even faster than me. I will be very honest, they are doing faster than me. Okay, because I believe the generation which is right now, I mean, you all people, they are brilliant. They do already have genius minds. Yes, I know you all are genius there. Okay, so 100 square becomes 10 plus, can I write it like this? 2 square is 4 and 2 is a 4 and 400. So what my answer is 10404. That's my answer. Right, now say suppose if I give you to square some number which is say 56 whole square. Now how will you do this? Take help from any best friend. I mean, which best friend will you take help from? Yes, you will take help from 50. We'll take help from 50, where you will write 56 as 50 plus 6 whole square. Now let's see how your best friend helps you here. Now I'll try to do it in mind. Now a square is 2500. We just did that. 5 square is 25, and if 10 is there in the number, then square has 2 number. Yeah, you know this, right? And 6 square is 36 plus 2 into a into b. Now 2 into a is 50 into a is 100. Now this is where 50 plays a wonderful role, where it automatically converts back into 100. Right? So it is 100 into b, that is 6, that is 600. So I'll add 600 now, which is 6, 3 and 3136. That's my answer. See, this is very simple. Right. Now, what I want you to do is that just now I've told you few tricks. What if I ask you that I want you to calculate 46 square? How will you do this? Now, who is your best friend here? Yes, again, 50 is best friend because 50 is nearest to 46. But if I need to write 46 in terms of 50, then what I need to do is I need to subtract 4 from here. Oops. I have told you a method of a plus b whole square. Now what is the method here? Simple, there is another formula. A minus b whole square is a square plus b square minus 2ab. See, only difference is here minus comes because as it is minus here. That's it. It's very easy to remember. Again, you can obviously take down your notes, but it's very easy to remember. Once you learn one formula, you have already learned the second formula, because it's just you need to change the sign. Right, and it is very self-explanatory for those who have actually learned in teachers. It is very self-explanatory, and for those, I know 5th standard and 6th it comes later in 3rd, 4th chapter. For those who have not learned in teachers, that's why I am not explaining it right now. Otherwise, it will take me to another class and deviate me from the topic, which I don't want to. Okay, so 50 squared becomes 2500 plus 4 square is 16, which is 2516. Now what do I need to minus? Minus 2 into a into b. Now 2 into a is 100 obviously, and 400. So I need to minus 400. So that is 2116. That's my answer. Very simple calculation. Now that you know that how we can do this, now let's move forward. And do you remember that where I left you with? I left you in that question where you were actually struggling and you were thinking of that how do we do calculations 3 cross 3, right? You were stuck with this. So now this is the time where you will learn how we can quickly calculate 2 digits cross 2 digits. Yes, this is the time of turbo multiplication. Yes, the Superman. You are going to do it in the Superman speed. So this is the question for you. 34 into 68. How many of you can do it in 10 seconds? Already 10 seconds are over. Already it's over. So let me tell you that actually you can do this in 10 seconds. Now you will ask me why I'm not starting with 3 cross 3 or 4 cross 3. So let me tell you, if you are able to ace 2 cross 2, 3 cross 3, 4 cross 3, 5 cross 5 or 6 cross 6, all will be a piece of cake for you. Believe me. Right? So first we'll deal with 2 cross 2. Okay, so how do we do this? This is something called as cross multiplication and upward multiplication method. So we will see how do we do this. So the first step here is that you multiply the ones place, that is the units place, that is 8 fours are 32, and whatever, you need to write only just one digit, right? You need to write only one digit and the other ones goes carry here. Okay, now the next step is that you need to cross multiply. That is 8 threes are 24 and 6 fours are 24 again. Right, so now this will become 48 and 51. So 1, that is 1 you will write here, and 5 will go carry. Again, remember we are carrying forward. We are writing just one digit. Now 6 3s are 18. 18 plus 5 is 23. So my answer is 2 3 1. Simple is this, right? It is very simple. Now you have actually written the answer in one line. Now remember, now just imagine you are actually free from, see, 34 into 68. You are free from this calculation, doing something here, then cross, and doing something here, then adding up, and then writing the answer. Now this actually looks ugly. Once you will get practice to this, you will find this method ugly. You will not feel good while doing this method, because this method is really simple. And believe me, whenever you will solve like a genius in front of anybody, they will be amazed by seeing that how you could write the answer in one line, how you can calculate 2 cross 2 in one line. We have always seen people doing 6 cross 8 in one line. How you're doing this in one line? See, I'm telling you, this is some of the benefits, and you will actually feel it, that you are able to amaze people around there. This is again my personal experience from myself when I started with this method, and also from my kids, definitely. And if you think that these things are not possible and it will make things very tacky and it will become like very clumsy, and also it is a more way I can do mistakes, but I'm sorry, it is not. Don't have this misconception. You will be definitely able to solve it orally. I'm telling you, orally you will be able to solve this. So we'll not waste time much, and we'll quickly move forward, and we will see that now you will be able to answer this question in seconds now, because 5 into 5, I mean 5 square here, it will be 25. Now you need to solve 78 into 79, which I left you there with, that you can do by any method you want. Now you can easily do here. 9 8s are, now we'll do it together. Okay, 9 8s are 72, 7 carry, 7 9s are 63, 7 8s are 56. This becomes 16, so I'll write here 6, and this whole goes carry. 7 7s are 49, 50, 56, 56, and 5 is 61. And I guess this was the only answer which we discussed there. Right, so my answer becomes 616225, and this is my correct answer. Now tell me how many seconds did I take? Because I was explaining you, I might have taken 15 seconds. I might have taken 15 seconds. But if you will do it by yourself, you don't need anybody. If you are not with anybody whom you are explaining to, then you will not take 15 seconds even. You will do it in less than 10 seconds. This is what I was talking about, and these are the advantages of turbo. Now quickly move forward and see what's coming up next for you. Great. 2 3 4 1 into 6 7 8 5. Now there is no square method which we can use here, nor 2 cross 2 multiplication. So this is something which you will be able to, and now if you'll be amazed by seeing this, that how is it possible in 10 seconds? Come on, this is 4 digit cross 4 digit. But believe me, you will be able to do it in 10 seconds. And as I said, you will be free from this. You will be free by this, that doing this, then this, and I guess this, and then adding up. Oh god, so ugly method. But I tell you, once you will get to know the method, you will be actually going to solve this in one line, and you are going to amaze this. Here's this big number, and what's the correct answer? I don't know. Whatever the correct number would be will come here directly for you. And that's what we did in last question. And this question is also possible. But how? But I'm really sorry, we have already crossed 35 minutes here right now. So I would say that let's move forward to the next thing, which is actually more interesting than this. I mean, equally interesting, but I know that many kids will find it more interesting depending upon their interest. So the next module coming up for you, but believe me, you will be able to solve in 10 seconds once you are known with all the methods. Not only this, but this. Tell me, 5 cross 5. Now don't tell me that, ma'am, you must be thinking this, that no, don't tell me, ma'am, that this is also possible. Now this is also possible, that you can actually write in one line. But what if I tell you that you will not be needing this also for this question? Believe me. Now you will say, ma'am, okay, we'll see the options are there. So 4 fours is 16. So 6 should come in one's place. But there are already 3 options where they're having 6 in place. How to find the correct answer? So let me tell you, you will not need to solve this actually. You will be having a different method where you can actually solve in seconds. I would say 3 seconds maybe. 3 seconds. Yes, 3 seconds. Okay, not only this also. This question looks very difficult. Yeah, but 3 seconds. Believe me. Or even this question. If you have found that question easy, then look at this question. This question, even if you'll put it in this calculator, it will take at least 5 minutes. I'm telling you. But if you'll do by all these questions by Digital Supremacy, which is the 3rd module, you will be able to crack all this in 3 seconds. You're not believing me, I know, but this is true. Okay, so we'll move forward to the next module I was talking about. I would have loved to tell you all the tricks, but I'm sorry, we're running out of time. I'm sorry for this. So let's move forward and see this question. What will replace the question mark? How you will solve this? Think of something related to envelope. Think. It's an easy question. How you can solve this question? Oh, I'm getting few answers. That's great. So let's see how we'll do this question. So this question is really simple. Think of this particular picture of like an envelope, an open envelope, right? So these things are the leaflets of the envelope which are getting actually closed in the second picture. So simple. This particular picture is getting closed here and is coming down, and this particular picture is getting closed here and coming down here. So in this picture, what will happen? This picture, obviously this will go inside. This particular picture will go inside. So I need to search an option where this particular picture is going inside, but remember the direction it will go. So what should be its shape? Its shape should be something like this, right? And similarly, true for this question. The shape should be something like this. Oh, I'm not very good with drawing, so please excuse me if my drawing is not good. Oh, so I want to search for an option where my picture direction also is the same. So what I see here, the direction is not correct. So this cannot be my answer. Neither this cannot be my answer. Neither this cannot be my answer, because here both the things should be blue, though the direction is correct. So this cannot be my answer. And this cannot be my answer because the direction is opposite. So this cannot be my answer. But no. This can be your answer because here the direction was correct. I mean, it is very visible that it's not the correct option, but let's see. For those who have not understood. Now, if we fold it again, if we'll fold this leaflet, now this will come something like this. Am I right? This will come something like this, right? So this should be pink here, but here pink is in A option, which is wrong. So that's my correct answer is See, very simple question. So basically, these type of questions, what you need to do is you need to find the logic behind, or you need to crack the code. Two things are there. Either you will need to find the logic, or you need to crack the code, whatever it is applied. So we'll move forward to the next question. And the next question is, oh yes, so all these things will be covered in the TurboMath Spatial Visualization, which is actually TurboMath 4th module. So we'll get to know many questions around this in the visual specialization question. Now this is one of the, again, a question of visual specialization where you will need to find which tank will get first filled here. This, or this. And let's see. And these questions are very wonderful, and you will also find many questions like this in social media, but none of them gives you the correct answer and the correct method to solve. You might get few answers correct also, but I would say just use your common sense in these questions and you will get the correct answer. So let's see, how do we solve these type of questions? So these type of questions can be easily solved where you can just follow water. The only ultimate principle is follow water. As the water is flowing, you also flow. Simple. So come on, let's start filling up this tank. I've started filling up this tank. Let's say take blue. Blue is the color, so take blue, right? Yeah. So let's start filling the water, and the water gets filled. But here the water got space, so water will go down. It will go down and it will start filling here. Right? Now if it start filling here, now it will go here because it has got space. It has filled till this level, okay? Remember, just mark the level at least. Even if you don't fill the hole, I'm not filling everything. Now the water will start coming here. Now water will start flowing in, but as the water is flowing, this will get filled, right? Now the water is flowing. Because of the water pressure, the water will go here as well. Water is filling, the level is filling up. But let's say as soon as it reaches this level, what happens? Here the water is here. Now the water is filled up in the nozzle as well. Now the water starts filling here, right? Now the water starts filling here. It will fill here completely. Now what will happen is, now these two tanks, now after first the level of the water is reached here in 4th tank as well. Now as we will drop even a single water here, I mean a drop of single water drop, then every tank will fill simultaneously. Even this, because it is already reached here. Now as the level of this will increase, or this will increase, this will also start increase. So, but which tank will get filled first? The 3rd and the 4th one. So I know these questions are not very easy, but they are not tough as well. They are pretty much simple questions. Just you need to follow the water flow. If you follow the water flow, you will find the answer. Let's move forward to the next question. And the next question, yes, this is what I explained you just right now. Yeah, it's a very simple and a very cute question, I would say. What fruit comes to your mind after seeing this picture? See this whole picture, what all is all about, and see which fruit comes in your mind. Basically, the question is asking which fruit does this picture indicate? Think of it. Yeah, I'm getting few answers. That's great. Yes, okay. So what? Here GR is written. Okay, so if I would say, if you will use, like if you are not able to crack it, even if GR is written, right? And what do you see in the options? None of the options is having GR other than this option. So here it is solved there and then and there only. But suppose here another fruit would have been written, or another word would have been written where GR was also coming. So how to solve the question? I mean, what is the best way to solve the question is that, can you look at this picture? This particular picture, this is actually a picture of an animal called ape. Right. Yes. So GR and AP. So the answer is grape. I mean, the answer is itself written in front of us. So we need to just find that this was a very simple question where you could easily identify ape and everything. But there are many questions in the any exam, any competitive exam, in Olympiad also. Not just these type of questions. Many reasoning questions are there where you will actually get to know, will get to see some questions where you just need to find the logic and you need to find the code or something. Okay, so we'll move forward to the next question. And oh my, this is my favorite type of question. My favorite type of question: which direction will the last gear move? So this is basically called as gears question, where you will get to know many different type of gears question, and they are actually very simple, but they look very difficult. And once you are practiced in this type of questions, you will solve all the questions very easily. So yes, we are running out of time. Okay, so I'll move a little bit quickly. I'm sorry for that. I'm not seeing chat for now. So this is what clockwise direction. Okay, so basically clockwise is this direction, and counterclockwise or anti-clockwise, this is opposite direction. This is this direction basically. Okay, so here what it is asked that in which direction this gear will move if all these gears are connected and this gear is moving in the clockwise direction, that is C. So I will write C for clockwise. I will write C for clockwise, and for counterclockwise or anti-clockwise I'll write A. Okay, so this is moving in clockwise direction. Now again follow the gears. This gear will move, that means this will move, but this groove will push this groove, that means this will push the groove in this direction. So it is moving in this direction, that is anti-clockwise direction. That is anti-clockwise direction. Now follow the gear. This is moving in this direction. This gear will push this side, so it will start moving in this direction. So this is which direction? Clockwise direction. Now this groove will push this one. It is moving this right. Oh, so this will start moving in this direction. So this is basically anti-clockwise direction. This is basically anti-clockwise direction, this direction. Okay, now listen very carefully. This is moving in anti-clockwise direction, that means this is moving in this direction, the thread. Now follow the thread. Thread is moving in this direction. It is moving in this direction. Is it moving in this direction? That means this gear is moving in anti-clockwise direction. Now this groove will push this groove. It is moving in this direction. This groove will push this in this direction. So this will start moving in clockwise direction. Now this is moving. It has pushed the groove this direction. So now it will start moving in this direction, which is again anti-clockwise direction. Now again this is moving in this direction. That means the thread is moving in this direction. Follow the thread. Thread is moving in this direction. So that means it is moving in anti-clockwise direction. Now this gear, this groove will push this in this direction. That means it starts moving in this direction. Now which is actually clockwise direction. Now this has shift this side. Similarly, just follow this. And this is again anti-clockwise. This will shift this side. So this will be clockwise, which will shift this in the anti-clockwise direction. So I got my answer B. I know this took me around maybe 4 minutes or 5 minutes to solve all this. But there is a whole module on turbo, which is turbo gears, where you will actually find these all questions very simple to solve in seconds, or maybe in 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds. You will be able to solve not only these questions, but actually a question which looks typical like this, or even many in which the question is having so many gears, and you will be doing in seconds. Okay, so we'll move forward and see what's coming up next. Oh, count the number of cubes. This is also very simple and very good type of question, I would say. These type of question, I will also tell you that these type of question comes in many competitive exams. Many competitive exams, you will find these type of questions. So try to solve this question, and I would say use your imagination here as well, and your logics and your counting. Simple counting which you have learned in your, say, nursery or LKG. Just use that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and your logical thinking and your imagination. Okay, so again, as we are running out of time, I'm not watching the chat. So let's count. 1, 2. These I'm counting the blocks which are very visible to me. 5 and 6. This is the blocks in the first row. So here 6 are available. Now if I talk about this row, right? If I talk about this row, so I can assume that this is a symmetrical figure. So whatever figures are visible here, definitely same figures would be available backside also, which is not visible to me. But this 6 cubes were already on the first row. That means there has to be in this level also. Okay, so that means there are 6 cubes, definitely has to be there. Now we'll count the extra ones. Extra ones are 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Right? These are visible to me clearly. And now the same blocks would be the backside also. So plus 5 plus 5 also at the back side. So I will write plus 5. These are available in the second row. Now, this is the same structure which was there on the first row. So that means there are also 6. So how many are there? 6 is 18 plus 10, that is 28. 200 cubes. There will be a structure where there are more than 200 cubes and you have to calculate it. And let me tell you this pair is written as TFEQSJB. How is numeral written in the code? So again, see if there is any relation between first alphabet and the second alphabet. Now D is the fourth alphabet and T is, you will count that A, B, C, D, Q, R, S, T. So no, I don't think there is any relationship. Okay, E and F, yes, there is a relationship. F is the next digit to F is the next digit, next alphabet to E. Now, is there any relation between S and E? No, I don't think so. Is there any relation between P and Q? Yes, Q is the next alphabet to P. A and S also I don't find. I, S, H, I, J. Yes, it's the next alphabet. That means the second, the alternate alphabets are written with their next alphabet. Now we need to find something for the remaining 4 also. And how do we do that? Let's see if this is not the any relation, if it doesn't consist of any relation with this alphabet, might having any relation with the alphabet nearby. Okay, so E is already occupied with F. So let me go and check with S. Yes, S next digit is T. And similarly, what I find here is that D's next digit is E. Similarly, A's next digit is B. R's next digit is S. So have you seen this pattern? Now you have to find out the same, you need to follow the same pattern and find out the correct answer. So what we'll do, we'll first write U, you will write V, E you will write F, A you will write B. P, F, B. Okay, so these 3 can be my answer. Now what I need to do is, I need to write M's next letter here, M, N. So this cannot be my answer because O is written. So this 2 can be my answer. Alphabet and then go and check the answer. This is your choice. But going and checking each time, it helps building confidence as well and also saves time. So this was all about TurboMath Advantage, where you actually enhance your left brain the most fun way. As you are having fun in this whole session, you will have session for the whole module, I would say. And I'll tell you few advantages of TurboMath, that you will develop your lateral thinking. So you will actually be able to solve all the kind of puzzles, right? And you will be able to think critically. Now, critical thinking is something which doesn't help you just in maths, but it also helps in all the subjects. Once you develop critical thinking, you will be thinking critically in all the subjects and all the fields. Now, and also, You will be thinking creatively. Now, this is something which is really important. Creative thinking is, I would say, it takes you in another level where you not only think critically, but you also think in your own way and you invent things or you innovate things, which is really important. And if the faster you build, the more you are getting success easily. So you also improve your analytical power. So just now we have seen in questions where you analyze questions. Okay, you analyze question. Okay, this is a logic and these type of logic can be applied here, and this is how I should analyze a question, and which is really important. You need to know how to analyze a question. So you will improve your analytical power once you will learn how to solve these questions. And once you have enhanced your analyzing, once you have analyzed the question, you will enhance your logical thinking, where you know maybe I have 4 logics to solve a particular question, but you may not. Just now I've told you a method where you are squaring the numbers by using this method. What if I say that this is the method which I have told you just now, but because the time was not there, I couldn't tell you another methods as well. But what if I say that there are even other methods where you can solve squares in seconds, and this method also you will not use it. You will find that this method, other methods are way more simpler than this method. So what if I tell you? So this is where your logical thinking comes up, that okay, this logic is there, this logic is the correct thing which I need to apply here. So there are few numbers where you will find this method easy, where you will find another methods easy. So this is your logical thinking where it will develop. And again, what I say, that speed is important, but accuracy is also important. If you are accurate but you're not speedy, it is not helpful. But if you're speedy and you're not accurate, it is not helpful. Both things should go hand in hand. And how it can go hand in hand? By you know what. And again, boosting your IQ. So this is something which is important. I would say a man or a woman, they impress others by their IQ. If you are having a good IQ level, then definitely you will get impressed by you, not by anything else in you. And not the least, but you will develop speed maths and you will become a genius. Yes, you will become a genius, because calculations are something which hinders a lot in maths, I have seen, right? But if once you are sorted with your calculations, you are just good to go in every section of maths. And also you will develop your mental aptitude, you will develop your logical reasoning and your analytical reasoning, just now we discussed. And why we do this all? Why to do all this? Because 8 of the 10 jobs that you require after you are grown up, they require all these skills. They will have a paper, they will have an entrance test or something where all these questions will be asked to solve, and there you will face problem maybe. So if you will deal with all these things now, if you'll start working on these things now itself, you will be brilliantly doing in all these things. So if you have enjoyed this session, if you want to become a maths genius, if you want to amaze your friends with your tricks, if you want to amaze your family members, if you want to amaze your cousins, and if you want to just be fast and accurate as well as accurate in your maths paper, in your maths exams, then just you need to enroll yourself in the Turbo Math module, which is starting from 5th September 2018, that is Wednesday. And the schedule of this classes would be, it will be from Monday to Friday, just Monday to Friday, from 8 to 9:30. So one session would be a 1.5 hour, obviously. So there will be total 10 master classes, that is 10 master classes, and total duration would be 15 hours. So just imagine, in 10 hours, you are going to become a maths genius. You are going to be faster than calculator. God, this is unbelievable. For this, what you have to do, you just need to go to this URL and they will find all the details. I'll just show you. You will type this URL. You can note down this URL, copy it down in the notes, or just take a picture of the slide so that you don't miss it out. You just need to go and you will find a page like this where it is written enroll now. You just need to enroll, and if you already have an account with Vedantu, it is going to be just one click away. And if not, then just make an account with Vedantu. And these are the details which will be shown on the page. You can scroll down, you can see everything is available on the page. But the most important thing which I feel is that you will fall in love with maths. This is what I would say. Everybody, take care and sleep well. Bye-bye. This is Preeti Agrawal signing off from here. Thank you.